Our next reader is just a little booty trying to become Saint Booty. She don't live anywhere, and she's not from anywhere. Put every goddamn appendage together for Anney Terrain!
I can't see any of you, so that's actually kind of nice for me. So I've actually never done a reading before, mostly because anytime someone asks me, I say no. So I'm still not going to do a reading, at least not a traditional type of reading. I pre-recorded it, but I did it in one take just to kind of like keep authenticity. This is basically for Meg because I love her and she asked me to do it. So he's right. I want to become Saint Booty. Booty Rising has been kind of like my art piece since my like independent publishing company like went kaput. And basically, you're going to see the birth of Saint Booty today in a weird performance piece over something I've pre-recorded. So be nice. Pre-Booty. I think this is a story about labor, about laboring in a body that can't look anyone in the eye, but will stare boldly into the abyss. For that reason, this is also a story about loneliness. When I was young, a terrible thing happened to me. It's the type of terrible thing that jolts me awake from a deep sleep in the middle of the night, asking me to reconcile my existence. Frantically feeling for all of my body parts, frantically feeling for a pulse. Yes, I am real. Yes, that happened. Yes, I have survived. I have survived even if there are moments where I only feel like a hollow, fat body. I have survived. When I am awake, I'm trying to reconcile something else. Maybe just a different type of existence, a tangible one you don't awaken from. You know, those moments where you can't feel anything except for the weight of your own flesh, gravity pulling every ounce of fat towards the earth, while the hollowness of your insides threatens to float away with the wind. You're wedged tightly between neither here nor there, in a body not even a mother can love. The body is just a vessel. Its hollowness fills with other things, things of substance and otherwise, things a mother can love, things a mother doesn't have to convince herself to love. You tether in this space long enough between the hollow and between the gravity, you start to forget your own strength, believing instead in the myths that have informed your body. You start to forget why your body exists. Regardless, yes, you are real. And yes, you have to find a way to live with that. Part 2, Booty Rising, or the rise of the booty. Tragedy and triumph. I repeat this to myself as I wait for his Greyhound to get in from Portland. Not sure what it means, but the body, now with the booty attached, knows this mantra well. It's 2010, the year my body spent its summer inside of a car, sweat rolling down its shoulders, the backseat of the car full of Cheeto Puffs and store-bought French baguettes. His idea, of course, his shopping list. My body, the poor angel, was already tired, anticipating the malnourishment to come, and we had barely left the grocery store parking lot in my hometown. The same hometown I had left 3 years prior, and am now leaving again. A month and a half later, my body had bent from the labor. It bent into itself, out of itself. It bent in every direction, none of it useful, and all of it hurt. I had labored over a failed tour, a failed relationship, and now a failed body. All I got in the end was a twin mattress on the floor of my new Brooklyn apartment that my roommates had covered in condoms in anticipation of our arrival. Adrian slept on the couch, and I slept on top of the condoms alone. I locked my bedroom door, and I watched The Wonder Years for 3 days straight. And when I finally came out, we were strangers again. Unfortunately, this story goes on, but in my new body, it ends here. What lives here, if anything at all? I recite this to myself every morning in the mirror, sometimes out loud, mostly in my head. I'm 26 now, renting a big house back in my hometown after 8 years gone. 4 bedrooms, 2 baths, and an orange tree in the backyard. It's summer now, and the 2 lavender bushes in the front yard that I'd become acquainted with months prior have now become 3. They can have the whole yard for all I care. I think this as I get into my white 2007 Camry, the same one with the loaves of store-bought French baguettes in the back seat from 5 years prior, except this time I'm on the way to my grandmother's funeral. The same grandmother that braided my hair before bed during the first 9 years of my life. Little did I know I would also be wearing that Camry that so lovingly held those loaves of store-bought French baguettes only 2 months later. I'm standing on a familiar corner. My parents used to have a bank on this corner. My legs are covered in blood and I hear crying, feeling certain they are not my cries. I watch the Camry get towed away in pieces and I realize I'm not standing. My booty is fixed on the ground, but I'm not sure in what direction. Had I always been on the ground? Was I ever standing? It doesn't matter. I frantically feel for my body, frantically feel for a pulse. Yes, I am real. Yes, that happened. Yes, I have survived. Part 3, the patron saint of booties. I am angry. And I think I've been angry for a very long time. I hear Taylor's voice in my head saying, Anney, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry I hurt you. I love you more than anyone else in my life. My growth isn't linear, but I'm trying. I respond to an empty room. Growth is never linear, but I feel like when you backtrack, I'm the one you're running into. You run into me as if my body isn't made of soft flesh, the same as yours. Look at my body. Stare into it and tell me where I'm not flesh. Tell me where I'm not real. I'm tired, Taylor. I'm suffocating. My body is suffocating against the weight of us. I bury us in a tender place in an unmarked grave. I live on the beach now. There's no sign of you here. I feel strong and confident in the silence of my new town. My body feels new, and it feels sturdy against the wind, and it can look anything in the eye.